Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanics Simulator 2018. We are continuing on exactly from where we left off. However, there is one difference. I picked up an experience order, which is that car over there. And I moved this one over to Lifter B. And now we are going to pick up another order, which is this one. And it is as follows. Hello, it's time to renew the regeneration on this car, and that means passing inspection. It doesn't have to be perfect, I just need it to pass. Please take a look at it and see what you can do. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to pick that up. We are going to put it in Lifter A for now. And we're going to take another order, because I've seen there was an experience order there as well. So we can decline this one. There's the experience order. We'll decline these. And we'll pick up that one. And that'll be that one banked for later on. Okay, let's take a ganders. Wow, there's a lot of parts to be discovered. Let's see if it can go on the test path. Engine won't start, so that answers that question. Right, so we'll get it up on the lift on the first stage, then we'll do an engine inspection. Oh, wait a minute, actually, I just forgot. In our last episode, we got a skill point, which we need to spend. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pick this one, 100% faster part examination. I think that's going to give us our biggest bang for our buck. Yeah, we'll take that one. Okay, now... let's examine. Let's take a look at the tires first. See what they're like. Wow, okay, so two tires need to be replaced. Next up, we're going to test the electronics. So out comes the multimeter. Alternator needs to be replaced. Okay. Next, we're going to do a compression test. I'm expecting a fair bit here, to be honest. Wow, okay. Everything 50%. So, right, at least we don't have to strip the engine all the way down. There probably isn't, and there isn't, an OBD port. So finally, that leaves a fuel pressure test. So we'll get that done and out of the way, and then we'll get cracking on stripping this bad boy down. Wow, carburetor, fuel pump, and fuel filter. Okay, radiator, you're coming out first. Start stripping. All these parts look like they're in really bad condition. Okay, ignition wires next. This distributor cap doesn't look like it's in great condition, which probably means the rotor and the distributor itself. Yeah, and yep, all in bad. Brake servo doesn't look good. Yep, bad condition. Ignition coil B doesn't look, well, it's 50%. Let's see, manifolds look okay. Can we do an examination on the, we can't. Okay, let's pull out the spark plugs. See what they're like. Bad, average, but really bad, and bad again. Okay, I think we're gonna have to take off the heads to get a look inside. The push rods, the rockers may all need work or be replaced even. Yep, I can see some of those definitely need to be replaced. Let's take ganders here. Right, let's just take them all off. All the rockers and the push rods. We'll take those out. And we'll just tackle them all one at a time. Because some of these may need to be replaced. So, you know, the rocker might be in bad condition, but the valve, the push rod, sorry, might be okay, or vice versa. Of course, knowing my luck, they're all going to be fine now that I'm doing it this way, but sure, hey, what the heck. Yeah, 50%, 50%. 50% again. Another 50. Another 50. Another 50. God damn it. And 2 more 50s. Right. Fan, that needs to be replaced, so that's coming off. I can see that as it is already. Belts maybe need to be replaced. Yep, most definitely. Water pump pulley. Another belt. Crankshaft pulley. Water pump itself. We may as well go down as far as the timing. Oh my, yeah, okay. Time chain, cam gear. Alright, that's fine. So that can go back in. What's that? Power steering pump? Yeah, power steering pump. Doesn't look like it's in great condition. Indeed it wasn't. Alternator. Yeah, that's in really bad condition. Yeah, 11%. Yowza. Okay. Let's get a gander. So we'll start marking stuff off that we have identified. So we have a good start made here, but there's still probably a lot that is left to be identified. Yeah, there. So we've about half of it identified, with half of it still to go, mainly. Maybe a tad under. Right. I think we better take the wheels off. Get a look at brakes and stuff. Oh yeah. It's not good at all. Yep, okay, so this is probably where the rest of it is going to be. Okay, so let's start stripping. Wow, all 50%. That is surprising. Alright, let's put them back on, so. Let's do some visual inspections. Maybe that's the best way to do this. See what actually needs to be replaced. Alright, let's go over the other side. Okay. Check out here. Aha! There we go. Let's go over to the other side. Okay, so it's mainly on the back that stuff needs to be replaced. Let's get the car up to the highest level. start stripping. Alright, I guess these are coming off one way or the other. 50, 50, 50, and really bad. Bad again. Let's get a ganders here. The whole axle. Okay, well that speeds things up for me. I'm just going to go straight into stripping the entire axle. Taking everything off, and we'll rebuild from scratch. So that just makes it a lot easier for me. Let's get the fuel pump. So that needs to be replaced. Now we'll go over the far side. Some of those exhausts don't look like they're in good condition either, do they? Those shocks probably, yep, need replacing as well. Take off the drive shaft or prop shaft next. And while I'm here, we'll do an inspection on these mufflers and exhausts. Okay, they're good enough apparently. Let's see what we have got now. We should have most of it identified now, I would imagine. There might be one or two items left to identify, but I would say we have most of it. And as it looks here now, we do indeed actually have it all identified, which is even better. Well, what was that? Leaf spring rear drive axle. Okay, so that's the first thing I need to purchase. And I need parts. Rear leaf spring drive axle. There we go. Spring. Two of these. Two of these. Four of these. Four even. Okay, I think we can leave it there for now. Rear axle knuckle housing B. Housing B. Alright, wheel hub 4. We need 2 of those. Hub 4. See, we'll buy all the parts here for this side, and then we'll have the parts for the far side straight away. Drum cylinder, they were fine. Brake shoes were fine. Brake drum, we needed 2 of those. Brake drum. We needed a brake servo as well, didn't we? springs next. Rear shock absorber B. I need to remember that. Come on. Okay, what should I say? Rear shock absorber B, that was it. Okay, let's go over this side. Alright, next moving on to the leaf springs. Actually, you know what? Here, let's get the rubber bushing in first. Alright, let's get the shocks. Rear shock absorber B. I'm gonna need 2 of them. You know what, while I'm here, we'll get a fuel pump. Right, shock absorbers, that was it. Fuel pumps and some down the back here. And next we'll get the prop shaft, or the drive shaft. Same difference. Okay, that's the back done, I think, with the exception of the tires. Okay, let's drop the oil out of her. Mark off everything we've done, even though we know it's all down the back, but still, just it's good practice, or good procedure. What's the word I'm looking for? Good habit. Right. I think we can drop her down now. So it looks like spark plugs is as low as we're going to have to go. Looks like I need one more spark plug. Intake manifold 1 carb. Let's just buy 5 of these. We'll have 4 left over. Intake manifold 1 carb. Ooh, rockers and push valves. Rocker. If I could spell right, it would help. Damn typos. Rocker arms, right. I'm thinking 12, just to have spares. And push rods. I think it's these ones, and I'm gonna say 5? 6. Not the end of the world if we have to go back. Oh, what do you know? There is actually no... We didn't need those push rods after all. Okay, that's fine. We'll have them for next time. Right. Let's get push rods in. Do you know what? Screw it. Let's just put in new ones. Ooh, yeah, that is a new one. That's fine. Okay. This is a new one. And this one's a new one. And this one over here is a new one. Okay, now we'll go over to the other side. We'll get all the new ones in first. Okay, so this is a new one. This is a new one. This one over here is a new one. And this one here is a new one. Okay, so all the rest are secondhand, which is fine. We got that manifold, didn't we? Yeah, the intake manifold, so we'll put that in now. We'll get the other rockers in here. Second-hand ones, that is. Get that brake servo in, the new one. Engine head cover. Alright, the carb I can't remember. Right, we do need a new carb. Carburetor 4 barrel. So carb should find it for us. Carb 4 barrel, there we go. Round air filter base. 1 carb. 1 carb should find that for us, shouldn't it? 1 carb. Round air filter cover 1 carb. Round air filter base 1 carb and a new filter. And we also need a battery. And we need an alternator. We need water pump. I don't know which water pump though. I think that's the pulley we need. Although I could be wrong on that. Right, let's just work on with what we've got so far. That's the best thing to do. Aha. Ignition distributor. Ignition distributor. We need a rotor. And I don't know what cap we need. Maybe it's just distributor cap. We'll try that. We'll take a chance. Excuse me. Yep. One was right. Okay. Ignition wires V8. They're 50%, so they're fine. Mustn't forget the clips. Alternator next. Cam gear V8 OHB. V8 OHB overhead valve. Cam gear. Go down to C's. Crank. No, up higher. Cam gear V8 OHB. There we go. Oh, we need a timing chain. That's all the way down here in the T's area. Timing chain. This is the one. Timing cover V8 OHB. Timing cover. There it is. Alright, crankshaft pulley. I think, yep, we needed a new one of those. Water pump. V8 OHV and power steering pump. Is this? Is a V8? Right. Crankshaft pulley. That'll be up here near the top. Crankshaft pulley. V8 OHV. Water pump V8 OHV. That'll be all the way down at the bottom. Water pump V8 OHV. There we go. Power steering pump was the other thing, wasn't it? Which is not coming up. Power steering pump V8. There we go. Alright, starting to come along nicely now. Fuel filter, need to replace you. Belt B via OHB. B8 OHB. I think they're the two belts that we need. While I'm here, we'll get a fuel filter. That one was right. This one was right. Radiator C. Radiator C, there we go. Alright, she's really starting to come together now. Whoops. There we go, that's what I wanted. And the fan is V8OHV. Okay, so let's just... Oh wait, here we are. That's the fan. Perfect. Right. Let's start marking off what we've done. Which I'm guessing should be everything at this point. And if not, it's damn close to everything. Ah, yeah, the tires. See, forgot about the tires. Okay, so rims, tires, and rims and tires. Okay. But everything else is done. Everything else is done. Wonderful. Let's put oil in her. Alright, there, that's that job done. And let's go and break down the old tires and write down what we need to purchase. Okay, so they are rim bone, and they are 205/90 R15s. R15s. That's the rim bone, and it's vintage tire wall A. Tire wall A. Okay. Let's go to the rims section. Rim bone. So it's going to be all the way down here. Rim Classic, Rim Avalanche, Chapman, Cape, Bone. There we go. Alright, we want 4 of them. Size 15, and I think ET is 0. So 4 of those. Now we'll break down the next tire. Now we want 4 tires, and we want vintage tire wall A. Vintage tire wall A, and we want 4 of them. Size 15, width, what did I say, 205? And profile is 90. There we go, that's that done. Of course, we don't have to break these down since we're putting all brand new parts together, but I like doing this so that I know what's good and what's not, because then I could be, you know, I'd have the option of putting bad tires back onto something, and at least this way I don't have to worry about that crap. So I find it much easier to do it this way, in case you were wondering. Because I'm sure, no doubt, somebody is like, hey, Winters, you're making that much harder on yourself. But what I'm doing is forward planning. That's why I break them down. Same thing when we're taking apart or putting together shocks, double wishbone shock absorbers with springs. Doing the very same thing. Right, now I think that's it. It is indeed. So we just have one more tire to balance. I think. Yep, just the one. Yep, okay. Alright, now let's put these bad boys on. Come on, there we go. Sweet. Let's drop the car down. And I think that's the order complete. Everything all done here. Mark these off. There we go. And yep, so we spent 5,200 on parts and we're getting just over 13,000 back in return. Cha-ching! Wonderful, lovely. Right, we are going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It makes a huge difference and it means an awful lot. So thank you all for your incredible support. My name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, adios.